What is your gift? The thing that God has placed in you to do to impact the world. The thing that you do better than most with little or no effort. The thing that is your area of excellence. The thing that you would do even if you didn't get paid for it. I believe that you have a gift that God has placed in you, that if you were to find it, discover it, cultivate it, leverage it in a marketplace, you would change your life, the life of the people around you, and potentially impact the world. Now I know there are some folks in this room, it's hard for you to believe that, to receive that, because maybe you didn't grow up in a household where you were affirmed. Or maybe somebody explicitly said to you, you're not going to be anything because your mom isn't anything. You're not going to be anything because your dad isn't anything. Maybe that's your story. Maybe you can't believe that you're gifted because somebody has told you that you're not. Maybe somebody has told you that you're less than. But I'm telling you, you're gifted. You have a superpower. And if you don't believe me, I want to encourage you to believe God. What did God tell Jeremiah in chapter 1? He says, before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you. I set you apart. Before, not after, not before you discovered yourself, not after you found out who you were, not after your parents told you who you were. Before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you. I appointed you to be a prophet to the nation. And I believe that that same God, the Most High God, that same God that spoke to Jeremiah hundreds of years ago, he's still placing purpose in the lives of people today. God has a special plan and a purpose for you, even if somebody told you that he doesn't. Even if somebody told you that you're not worthy. Before I formed you in your mother's womb. So God has this omniscience. So he knows everything. He doesn't need outside information to make a decision. He doesn't need outside information to discover who you are because he knew you before he formed you. Even if somebody said you were an accident, even if somebody said you shouldn't have been here, before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you. Every single detail about you.